Hey guys, welcome to Getting Curious with Coach Cecilia. Today's topic is going to be on the quality of your life. And this one is kind of near and dear to me because I think for each of us, the quality of how we live our lives can be very different. So it stems from, first of all, letting go of having indecision, which robs you from your destiny. So let's get real about something. Everyone of us faces, but few of us are really prepared for making difficult decisions. And those decisions can be about health, about finances, about relationships, about careers, about having a family. But let me provide you with a few strategies that have, for me, have helped me get clear or have clarity in the different aspects of my life where I found that my life was being chaotic. And the chaos could be, around career, around relationship, or any other major crossroad. I hope that this video will help you stop hesitating and start taking actions that, as long as you're forward moving, there's no wrong decision, right? So as I share my personal story about moving from New York to Connecticut, 5 years ago as an example, my desire to go back into financial industry after being in real estate for several years, which allowed me to be closer to my new home as an example. And these were not easy choices, but the choices that I made were necessary for my life in that moment. And it taught me that it was okay for me to choose myself in my decision making, right? So it's, at times we hear, separate emotions around logic, right? We have the two sides of our brains, one that's logical and one that's emotional. If we're looking at the logical side of things, it's the stillness and being still, which is key. Letting go of the fear, which then will let go of ego, and any of the opinions that others might have about you and the choices that you make, right? When I think about some of the aspects of how I get to choose to be and have a profound personal journey, some of the things that come up for me is emotional well-being, physical health, relationships, purpose and passion, financial stability, personal growth, work and life balance, environment, contribution and impact that you can have, spiritual fulfillment. And when I think about all these things, it's like emotional well-being as an example, just assessing your overall happiness and satisfaction with your life and your life choices. Doesn't mean that you're not going to be stressed at times or be anxious. When I think about physical health, considering your physical health and your energy level. I talk to you guys a lot about the importance of food as it relates to energy, as it relates to going through your day-to-day, right? Relationships, evaluating the quality of the relationships that you have, whether it's family, friends, colleagues, lovers, and dialing into whether or not you feel supported, connected, or isolated and misunderstood. Your purpose and your passion, oh my God, reflecting on the sense of you having your purpose and passion. For me, my purpose, my passion has become becoming a coach, functional nutrition coach, and life and health and wellness coach, and becoming a board certified coach, where I get to help move people along on their journey, be their cheerleaders, be encouraging, help them shift their mindset around the different aspects of their lives that they're looking for change in. Financial stability, considering financial situations. Are you able to meet your needs currently? Or do you need to start planning for the future without an excessive strain on what that looks like for your day-to-day currently? Personal growth. I am a firm believer that if you are not growing, you are dying. And we are all slowly dying. but I mean mentally you're dying, because personal growth is all about learning and evolving. And if you are just kind of going through your day, not learning at least one thing a day, you might want to look at what that's all about. All right, work-life balance. Evaluating your balance between work and your personal life. Are you able to manage your responsibilities without feeling overwhelmed? And a lot of people aren't, particularly women in this realm, because they're the homemaker, the caregiver, they work full-time jobs, and there's an expectation that they should be able to juggle all of this stuff. I'm here to tell you that I think that the roles about this is slowly changing. And so allow yourself to kind of be okay with the changes that are happening in the community around you. Environment. Now, considering your living and your working environments are key. Do you contribute to your well-being, or do you stress and are discomfortable? Spiritual fulfillment. Oh my God, this is applicable. Consider your spiritual life and the connection to something that is greater than yourself. Does it provide comfort and guidance? I mean, I know I am a woman of faith, and so I am dialed into my faith. I'm a believer in God. That's just who I've chosen to be in my life and how I've chosen to live my life. And I believe in the power of prayer. I've had a number of incidents in my personal life that have allowed me to believe in having the power of prayer. So, with that being said, I want to say thank you for joining Getting Curious with Coach Cecilia, where we talked about how to determine the quality of your life. And if you like what you just heard and you would like to hear more or other content, please like, subscribe, or comment below in the link. And I look forward to seeing you on next week's Getting Curious with Coach Cecilia. Have a great weekend.